Right, can we now welcome to our conference... And Jen in the black and white stripes tie.
Yeah, my name's Amir.
2008 will be remembered, above all, for the economic crisis. And I've been trying to think how to explain or dramatize the consequences. And I think this is the best way of doing it. If you think back to the 11th of September 2001, that was a day in which the fundamental assumptions of national security were turned upside down for many Western countries. It also brought into difficult focus some questions about multicultural societies, about the balance between diversity and unity. And it challenged a lot of assumptions that had grown up after the end of the Cold War. I think that we have to understand that the economic recession that the world is going through is as fundamental as that. 11th of September led to the killing and maiming of thousands of people. No economic crisis matches that level of murder and damage. Its impact is more diffuse, more invisible, and probably longer term. But I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that the economic crisis that we're living through is going to refashion foreign policy, its assumptions, its context, in as fundamental a way as 9/11 did.
That playing out in the future.
Good. Yeah, so Andrew Mitchell from Stockholm. Certainly, I think we would recognise with sort of crisis and opportunity. And crisis, of course, within the Nordics and the Baltics.
And I think what is really important for us as a foreign service is that we understand from history that it is the response to a crisis, rather than the crisis itself, which determines whether or not the long-term effects are very negative or, in fact, can lead to, in some cases, progress. One example, obviously, the 1930s. We saw what happened when, in the response to the 1929 crash, exacerbated its impact and led to tragedy beyond imagination. But it doesn't have to be like that. What we have to do is understand the causes of the crisis and try to see, before others, its consequences. I'm not the person to give an economics lecture, and this isn't the occasion for an economics lecture. But I do think it's important that while we understand that there's now a consensus about the proximate causes of the crisis, the collapse of Lehman Brothers in September last year, the fundamental roots of it are actually much more political.
And Jen in the black and white stripes tie.
Yeah, my name's Amir. I'm from the international forward look into the next 20-odd years.
Comments possible?